Welcome to Nigla Group of Companies present the Tyson Talkshow Season 5, co-powered by any departmental store 0 Point, our beauty partner New Look Unisex Salon, media partner Arunachal and The Spark, and hospitality partner Hotel Pibs and Obsidian Blue. Hello viewers, let me tell you a story today. वो भी अपना अरुणाचली स्टाइल पे. So the story goes like ऐसा. बहुत साल पहले एक तारा गिरा था. वो गिरा अरुणाचल पे. And this Tara turned out to be a singer, songwriter, a guitarist, and he's none other than Takar Nabam. We're so happy that we have this Tara with us. Thank you for coming to our show, Takar.
Thank you. My pleasure. इतना बहुत ही impactful and epic वाला introduction दे दिया.
Takar name is very common in Arunachal.
Most common name.
Like star.
इतना मतलब common हो गया कि अभी मतलब star बोलता ही है. But हम अभी ऐसे सोचने लगे ना कि Takar का other meaning leopard भी होता है.
Oh.
तो हम बोलेगा हम star नहीं हम leopard है अभी.
But in which dialect? Leopard आप first time सुना?
निशी में बोलते हैं.
Okay.
So new facts, yes.
Okay, and then he's wearing beige. तो कहीं ना कहीं हाँ yellow beige में जाके. He's a leopard.
Black spots कहीं है अब दिखाई नहीं दे रहा कैमरा में.
He's a leopard without the polka dots ना वो star वाला.
Well, that is my talent.
Okay, so Takar, tell us where were you born? कहाँ पे आप पैदा हुआ था?
हम तो अपने घर पे पैदा हुआ and एक हम लोग का makeshift घर होता था उस समय दोईमुख में पैदा हुआ है.
Okay, दोईमुख.
हाँ तो originally दोईमुख born in दोईमुख.
Okay, and how many siblings you had?
अभी we are 4 of us.
Okay.
Total we are 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
Okay, nice. Balance.
कर दिया balance.
So Takar, since you were born in Doimok, were you raised in Itanagar capital region itself? Like schooling, were you here or were you somewhere outside?
पैदा होने के बाद तो इमीडिएटली मतलब हम लोग दैमुख में ही था फॉर एटलीस्ट टिल आई वाज एटलीस्ट 5 years.
Okay.
तो उस समय मतलब वहाँ पे दैमुख में स्कूलिंग भी किया था.
Okay.
बम काकिर स्कूल था उस समय. बम काकिर स्कूल अभी भी है. उस समय हम उसमें एडमिशन किया था. देन उसके बाद फॉर 1 year दिल्ली में हम लोग को मतलब कि ले गया था फॉर स्कूलिंग. उनको वहाँ पे 1 साल करने के बाद देन आई हैड टू कम बैक अगेन फॉर 1 year बिकॉज वहाँ पे बिल्कुल मन नहीं लग रहा था. बिकॉज अपना जगह तो अपना ही जगह होता है. तो समहाउ अपना पेरेंट्स को कन्विंस करके आके यहाँ पे फिर मतलब ज्ञान गंगा में भी एक साल के लिए एडमिशन लिया था. बट दे सॉ कि मतलब कुछ इतना वो नहीं हो रहा मतलब प्रोग्रेस नहीं है. तो इवेंचुअली बहुत मतलब अच्छा से प्यार से एकदम लाड प्यार से पूरा वो कन्विंस करके फिर से दिल्ली भेज दिया. तो उस समय भी हम क्लास 2 में ही था. बैक इन 1997-98.
Okay.
तो उस समय जब गया था तो मेरे लिए एक बहुत बड़ा ट्रांजिशन था. तो हमको इनिशियली तो बिल्कुल मन नहीं लगा था एंड आई वाज टोटली अगेंस्ट द आइडिया. और हर समय घर को बहुत मतलब मिस करता था. तो ऑल्सो इतना बाहर रह के इतना दूर रह के लाइक इन अ न्यू सराउंडिंग आपका लाइक लोग जितना है सब बहुत डिफरेंट है. सबका अप्रोच डिफरेंट है. एंड मेजॉरिटी ऑफ पीपल जो भी है सब लोग मतलब 5th generation 6th generation जो मतलब एजुकेशन में ऑलरेडी मतलब वो लोग हैं. हम लोग तो 2nd generation एजुकेशन में है. तो सडनली एक बहुत ही कम्पिटिटिव इन्वायरमेंट था मेरे लिए. बट इन ऑल फेयरनेस अभी हाइंडसाइट अगर इफ़ आई सी आई थिंक बहुत कुछ सीखने को भी मिला है. बहुत कुछ मिस आउट भी हुआ है. सो इवेंचुअली इट ऑल बैलेंस आउट आई फील. जैसा भी है मेरा अपना एक एक्सपीरियंस रहा है एक डिफरेंट टाइप का.
Okay, so since class 2 you were there in Delhi.
Yeah, class 2 से हम कंटिन्यूस दिल्ली में बैठे हैं.
Till the time?
Till almost 2018.
So, like
21 years.
Even after schooling you were there in Delhi?
Schooling,
like
college and then music, teaching music, playing music for myself or like for other artists.
Okay.
वो सब करके teaching भी बहुत साल किया है. Almost 5 years of teaching at different music schools. तो till 2018 I had time to explore and do things and then वापस move back करना ही पड़ गया.
So like इतना बचपन से you were there. तो boarding school definitely.
Day scholar में किया था इसको.
Oh अच्छा. Your family were there living in Delhi.
हाँ.
तो अच्छा okay.
मतलब फादर कभी विजिट करता था. मदर वेरी रेयरली. मदर को तो हम जस्ट लाइक ड्यूरिंग समर ब्रेक या विंटर ब्रेक में ही देखने को मिलता था. एक्चुअली उस स्कूल में बोर्डिंग नहीं था फैसिलिटी उस समय, एंड बहुत मुश्किल से जब बोर्डिंग था, दैट वाज ओनली फॉर लाइक 11th एंड 12th. तो बाय दैट टाइम हम लोग जैसे तैसे करके हम लोग मतलब डे स्कॉलर से ही करके उसको स्कूलिंग को प्रीटी मच ख़त्म ही कर लिया उस समय.
Okay. So, like, was it hard adjusting? Because were you the only Arunachali in your class?
मेरा क्लास भी क्या स्कूल में ही मतलब हम ओनली अरुणाचली था फॉर मोस्ट पार्ट. वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट डेफिनेटली, बिकॉज मतलब एक स्टूडेंट 90% लाने से भी खुश नहीं होता है, मतलब ऐसे लेवल का स्टूडेंट था. तो आप सोचिए हमको तो मतलब चलो 70% 75% आने से मतलब वो मेरा एवरेज था, मतलब ना 70-75%. 80% लाना इट वाज सच अ बिग डील फॉर मी. एंड मतलब 80% वहाँ के लिए मतलब बहुत लो है, मतलब इतना लेवल था. सो लाइक आई सेड कि बहुत एक competitive spirit था, which is good also, but at the same time very intimidating, because you cannot share that same, मतलब what do I say, जो हमको जो इमोशनली फील हो रहा था, हम उस चीज़ को हम किसी को शेयर नहीं कर पा रहा था कि आई एम फीलिंग प्रेशराइज्ड और आई एम फीलिंग लाइक एन आउटकास्ट, दैट आई डोंट फील लाइक आई बिलोंग हियर. तो वो सब चीज़ मतलब काफ़ी यंग भी था तो एक्सप्रेस भी नहीं कर पा रहा था चीज़ को. तो most times subconsciously what happened was like I was trying to adjust to the settings, which was very difficult. And sometimes because not everybody knows the background ना कि कहाँ से है क्या है वहाँ पे. एजुकेशन इतना न्यू, मतलब हम लोग का मतलब आदमी लोग के लिए एजुकेशन भी सच अ बिग थिंग. एंड वो चीज़ मतलब इट्स सच अ मतलब कॉमन थिंग वहाँ का लोग के लिए कि अरे एजुकेशन तो मतलब कॉमन ही है, इतना कॉमन सेंस तो होना चाहिए, इतना लेवल ऑफ IQ तो होना चाहिए, इतना मतलब नॉलेज होना चाहिए. तो वो सब कुछ चीज़ को एडजस्ट करने के लिए बहुत टफ लगा है हमको ना. एंड मतलब डियरली मिस्ड होम एंड माई पीपल, यू नो, फॉर द मोस्ट पार्ट. माई पीपल मतलब नॉट सेइंग कि इट्स डिफरेंट और एनीथिंग, एवरीबडी इज डिफरेंट और व्हाट, बट जस्ट सराउंडेड बाई पीपल, यू नो, फ्रॉम आवर स्टेट. कोई ऐसा नहीं था.
Like people you can know, look and know कि I can see myself in them.
या तो मतलब जिसको मैं अपना सेम वेवलेंथ में कनेक्ट करके बात कर सकेगा कि मतलब यू नो इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू एडजस्ट या क्या है.
And then you were just like class 2 and 3 you are.
Yeah, class 2 and 3 imagine, so till class 12th, you know. तो हम तो बहुत रगड़ के पढ़ाई भी किया था, मतलब enjoy भी किया, ठीक है, had the freedom, but class 11-12 तो I studied like crazy for engineering and all of that. बहुत पढ़ाई किया था. But I mean it's another thing that it didn't take off and कुछ और ही किया उसके बाद. But
any specific memory हम ऐसा खतरनाक से पढ़ाई करते समय या नहीं राइवलरी क्लास में कि उसको तो हमको उससे ज़्यादा लाना है, ऐसा कभी हुआ है?
ऐसे राइवलरी नहीं, बट राइवलरी बोल के नहीं होगा. लाइक आई हैड वन फ्रेंड जो मतलब ही वाज मतलब कि आप जितना भी पढ़ लो उसको पहुंच नहीं पाएगा. सिंपल.
क्लास का शर्मा जी का बेटा,
मतलब गुप्ता जी का बेटा. मतलब नेक्स्ट लेवल, वेरी इंटेलिजेंट, वेरी स्मार्ट, इंग्लिश भी इतना बढ़िया लिखता था. एंड आई लाइक यू नो आई रियली एडमायर हिम बिकॉज ही वाज लाइक जस्ट रियली गिफ्टेड. एंड वो मतलब वो मेहनत भी किया है इवेंचुअली ना, मतलब IIT वाईटी क्रैक वैक किया वो सब. बट लाइक ही वाज लाइक अ सॉर्ट ऑफ लाइक क्या बोलेंगे, एक लाइक अ वेरी आइडियल सिनेरियो, यू नो. आप मतलब हम लोग जितना भी पढ़ लो जितना भी कर लो वो लेवल तक होगा ही नहीं, मतलब यू नो. सो दैट वाज समथिंग, वो रियलाइजेशन बहुत बाद में हुआ है, यू नो. तो इन अ वे वो अच्छा मतलब एक इन्फ्लुएंस रहा है, बिकॉज वो पुश भी किया है कि मतलब यू ट्राई योर बेस्ट टू सी वेयर इट गोज. एंड सो बहुत सारा चीज़ ऐसे था कि मतलब सराउंडिंग ऐसे होने का वजह से हमको मतलब ऐसे पेरेंट्स से गाइडेंस नहीं मिला है फॉर मोस्ट ईयर्स ना. मतलब दे वर लाइक कि जो आप करने माने करिए, मतलब ना. सो इन मोस्ट सिनेरियोज ऐसे होने से तो आदमी तो मतलब फ्रीडम से तो पागल ही हो जाएगा, मतलब क्या क्या कर सकता है. सो आई हैड ऑल द फ्रीडम, बट लकीली जो हमको सराउंडिंग जैसे हमको लोग मिले, वो लोग दोस्त लोग जो था, दे ऑलवेज लाइक somehow putting me right on track, like you know.
Okay.
Like a sort of like a putting me on the right track always. And check and balance हो जाता था उस चीज़ में. तो एक दो फ्रेंड्स ऐसे था जो मतलब हमेशा बहुत ही मतलब स्मार्ट, इंटेलिजेंट एंड वेल स्पोकन एवरीथिंग. सो वो सब चीज़ देख के लगता था कि अरे मतलब आई विश आई कुड ऑल्सो डू समथिंग एट दैट लेवल, नो. सो देयर वाज ऑलवेज दैट क्या बोलेंगे, एक ड्राइव कि नहीं हम भी करेगा बोल के ना. एंड सो दैट वाज अ गुड थिंग इन अ वे. पुश किया है, बहुत मेहनत किया है. तो या
स्कूल डेज पे डू यू यूज्ड टू प्ले स्पोर्ट्स?
क्रिकेट खेला था. क्रिकेट के लिए हम बहुत पैशनेट था लाइक सिंस 1998 जब दिल्ली मूव किया 1998 ऑनवर्ड्स टिल यू कुड से 2002-3 हम बहुत डेडिकेटेड क्रिकेट ही खेलता था डेडिकेटेडली और उस समय म्यूजिक नहीं था मेरे लाइफ में सो क्रिकेट में नेशनल स्टेडियम भी ज्वाइन किया था ट्रेनिंग के लिए एंड स्कूल टीम में भी हम प्ले कर रहा था क्रिकेट कोचिंग आफ्टर स्कूलिंग हम करता था बट क्लास 6 ऐसे आने के बाद देन आई हैड टू चूज बिटवीन लाइक यू नो म्यूजिक और क्रिकेट क्योंकि एक साथ दोनों नहीं हो रहा था लाइक यू नो
हाउ डिड म्यूजिक स्टार्ट देन
म्यूजिक आई वुड से कि मतलब आई वुड से फॉर द मोस्ट पार्ट वो मेरे मतलब मदर के साइड से आया है मेरे अंकल्स लोग बहुत मतलब म्यूजिक प्ले करता था जब भी हम उनको आके यहाँ पे समर ब्रेक में हम लोग को सुनेगा तो दे ऑलवेज प्ले सम रियली गुड सॉन्ग्स किशोर कुमार सॉन्ग या समथिंग लाइक दैट लाइक रियली ब्यूटीफुली संग और गिटार भी होता था उसमें एंड ऑल्सो जब बॉर्न हुआ था उस समय जब देमुक में हम लोग जॉइंट फैमिली रहता था तो मेरा कज़न भैया एक था तो वो लाइक ही वॉज फुल्ली इनटू लाइक प्लेइंग रॉक म्यूजिक तो उस समय तो मालूम नहीं था कि रॉक क्या है मतलब नो रूम बंद करके उन लोग ड्रम वम का साथ प्रैक्टिस करेगा एंड हम जिस कान मतलब दरवाजा में ऐसे लगा के जाके सुनता था कि क्या चल रहा है अंदर में
must have been very excited ना
या मतलब टीवी में ऐसे दिखा है गिटार भी है मतलब ऐसा भी होता है बोल के ना लंबा चूल एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट तो बहुत एक इंटरेस्टिंग मतलब एक विजुअल फ्लैशबैक है इनफैक्ट नाउ दैट आई थिंक ना तो वो सब एक्यूमुलेट होके ओवर द इयर्स ना तो क्लास 4-5 के बाद में हमको थोड़ा इंटरेस्ट डाइवर्ट होना शुरू हुआ है मेरा एंड क्लास 6 में फिर क्या हुआ हम म्यूज़िक सोसाइटी ज्वाइन किया था स्कूल में वेस्टर्न म्यूज़िक सोसाइटी तो वेस्टर्न म्यूज़िक सोसाइटी में भी मतलब आफ्टर स्कूल हमेशा लाइक एवरी 2 or 3 days a week प्रैक्टिस होता था तो उस समय क्रिकेट भी चल रहा था तो क्रिकेट को हम टाटा बाय बाय करना पड़ा उस समय
Okay, so you had to make a choice.
I had to make a choice. Honestly, like cricket में it was like I want to play for Indian team one day. Like हमको खेलना ही है मतलब इतना ड्राइव था मेरा. Because I don't know like क्या हुआ उस समय क्रिकेट का जो क्रेज था एंड हम लोग जो कॉलोनी में बैठता था वहाँ पे जितना भी लाइक यू नो मतलब बैक साइड में 7 क्वार्टर का भी जितना लड़का लोग होता था सबसे मेरा दोस्त होता था लाइक यू नो वी ऑलवेज गो एंड आफ्टर स्कूल मिलेगा या सैटरडे संडे होगा या कभी दिन छुट्टी किया तो जाके हम लोग कॉलोनी वर्सेस कॉलोनी मैचेस बहुत खेलता था उस समय तो देयर वाज दैट ज़ील कि हमको इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम को कभी रिप्रेजेंट करना है तो अभी नाउ तो इट्स नॉट गोना हैपन फॉर श्योर बट
व्हाई नॉट क्यों नहीं
कहाँ खेल के
who knows if you really still have the drive ना कब क्या हो जाएगा वो
once you're past your 30s you're never it's not going to happen cricket
no, but people at the age of 60-70 they are like bodybuilders
I mean ऐसे खेल सकता है but like not you need that community also right तो वो community छोड़ के अभी music community में आ गया and I had to make that choice and music का drive बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया था मेरे लिए उस समय तो उस समय क्लास 6 में हम लोग का स्कूल वेस्टर्न म्यूजिक सोसाइटी के थ्रू एवरी वीक वंस और ट्वाइस बैंड परफॉर्मेंस स्कूल में होता था मतलब जस्ट 15-20 मिनट्स ड्यूरिंग ब्रेक लंच ब्रेक टाइम तो सीनियर्स लोग क्लास 11-12 में था वो लोग मतलब रॉक एंड रोल म्यूजिक हैवी मेटल म्यूजिक यू नो मेटालिका AC/DC आयरन मेडन गन्स एंड रोजेस ये सब पिंक फ्लॉयड ये सब प्ले करता था तो वो सब सुन के मतलब ऐसे हो गया कि हमको भी बजाना है मतलब यू नो लाइक इट वाज कि नाउ आई वांट टू पिक अप दिस इंस्ट्रूमेंट आई वांट टू ट्राई समथिंग यू नो तो ऐसे करके वो क्लास 6 से स्टार्ट होके देन यू नो आई गॉट रियली इनटू प्रैक्टिसिंग द इंस्ट्रूमेंट बिकॉज मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है लाइक फैमिली साथ में नहीं बैठा है ऐसे कोई गार्जियन एक बैठा है एंड देन व्हाट यू डू यू गो बैक होम अब जाके प्रैक्टिस करेगा यू वांट टू फिगर आउट सॉन्ग समथिंग लाइक दैट ऐसे करके मतलब एक सेल्फ अंदर से मतलब एक वो मतलब इच्छा एक हुआ कि उनको प्रैक्टिस करना है मतलब
व्हाट वाज योर फर्स्ट इंस्ट्रूमेंट
गिटार गिब्सन पतला सा एफ कट होता है मतलब यू नो लॉन्ग नेक बहुत सारा फ्रेट्स के प्ले करने के लिए आई थिंक इट वाज फॉर 2300 और 700 समथिंग लाइक दैट 3000 बोला था डिस्काउंट करके 2700 लास्ट किया था उसको
यू वर इन व्हिच क्लास
I was in class 6 basically.
You bought it by yourself? अपना पैसा जमा करके?
No, बिल्कुल नहीं. उस समय कुछ ऐसा साइड इनकम कुछ करने का नहीं था. I had to really beg my father कि एक गिटार हमको चाहिए. And like obviously मतलब पेरेंट्स का दिमाग में ऐसे होता है कि उस समय तो स्पेशल अभी तो थोड़ा मतलब people have become much aware कि मतलब you know people are sober people are also playing music like you know or like not every musician is like a drug addict right? तो उस समय एक impression था कि आप गिटार लेगा तो obviously you are going to do some drugs or like you are going to get into like alcohol problems or something or the other or you going to be a troublemaker तो वो मतलब एक हमको बोला कि अगर तुम गिटार अगर लेगा तो हम मालूम है तुम्हारा पढ़ाई पूरा ख़राब होने वाला है तो लिटरली मतलब I had to beg him and एक लेटर भी लिखना पड़ा सेइंग कि मेरा एकेडमिक्स में मतलब ऐसे फ़र्क इतना नहीं आएगा. I'll
So to your dad?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Very very formal. Anyway, so good because I mean letter लिखने का format भी सीख गया उसी बार.
Okay.
And so that meant like I was serious about what I want. Like I wanted to play this guitar. You're buying this instrument, चलो. Are you really sure कि आपको ये चाहिए ये instrument? And are you sure it's not going to affect your academics? Simple.
Okay.
हम बोला yes.
How much was your percentage in class 12th?
By their standards, by mainland standards, not so much.
Okay.
But by my standard and by people's standard, it's pretty good, I would say.
Okay.
85%.
Oh, that's so good. Oh my god. Takar? Oh my god. I thought you're just being humble. Oh my god. 85 is so
85,
good. Class 12th.
Yeah, class 12th.
That's very good. That's very good. And that time, acha, very good. Very good.
I like I said, I really had to work hard, and still to this day, when all of that happened, I was like, probably अगर ऐसे वो surrounding नहीं होने से शायद it wouldn't have gone to that level, I wouldn't have tried so hard because like I said, जैसे एक upbringing मिला, एक friend circle मिला है, वो लोग push किया है, अच्छा दोस्त मिला है, मतलब जो मस्ती भी किया, फुर्ती भी किया, but like they were always pushing you to like get my level as much as possible. Yeah.
Takar, what did you study for college degree?
College में I eventually मतलब हम science से था, but eventually I switched to humanities only. I joined economics honors.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like did you went to a proper did you ever went to music school? Like
post college हम गया था.
Okay.
After I did my graduation from Venkateshwar College,
okay.
Delhi University.
Okay.
उसके बाद I studied music like for 9 months,
okay.
2 semesters at the Swarnabhumi Academy of Music in Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by the time you graduated, you were like, नहीं अभी तो हमको music करना है.
हाँ मतलब ऐसे हो गया था कि मतलब from let's say from starting from class 6 to college, I had a good, you could say 9 to 10 years of experience just playing instrument just by myself. Self-taught था mostly.
Okay. Okay.
And like I mean, I was more of an explorer right from the start. I wanted to explore more different sounds, more different variations and different styles. So it made logical sense for me to go to one school, music school. Abroad जाने का मन था, but obviously थोड़ा far-fetched था because बहुत दूर हो रहा था and plus obviously too expensive at the time also. तो at the right time वो Swarnabhumi school भी आया था. They had just started, 2 semester ही हुआ था, and they had amazing faculty, like teachers who were actually like live performing musicians who were playing in New York, in South America, in Europe. उस level का musician था, like like next level again, like I said, school में academically friends look way ahead, and then now I get to meet these musicians and learn from them who are way like above, especially when you talk about in terms of Western music, of course. And also थोड़ा Carnatic music का भी exposure मिला था, rhythmically बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला है वहाँ पे. So whole like a very fortunate for all that experience, and like a total eye opener for me. Like even to this day, like I feel उस समय जो सीखा था, like this is 11 years back, 11 to 12 years back. वो समय जो सीखा था ना, उस समय तो it was too overwhelming for me. इतना मतलब थोड़ा मतलब next level क्या हो गया था मेरे लिए, because self taught था तो अपना हिसाब से करता था. And अभी ऐसे हो गया था, you had to learn some things, some systematic way में करने से, तो उसको unlearn करके relearn करने में कुछ बहुत मुश्किल भी हुआ. But now I really appreciate some things that I got to learn from there basically.
Okay. Can you highlight one of those things that you learned and really admire कि अच्छा, like I went there and I learned this, which really helped me?
I think I would say harmony. Harmony means like आपका chord progression and all of that. आप एक usually आप CFG play करता है किसी भी chord progression में. CFG में बहुत common song है. So I also got to learn कि CFG भी play करना ज़रूरी है. You could play C, F, go to A flat major also. तो वो सब modulations मतलब आप अलग scale में जा सकते हैं, अलग key में जा सकते हैं, and then उसको आप वापस पुराना key में भी ला सकते हैं. That was one important thing. Other thing was that I really admired was learning a little bit of Carnatic rhythm system, Konakol. Okay. So they do takadimi, takajuna, and all of that. Wow. Like things like that. तो वो सब मतलब मेरे लिए बहुत मतलब न्यू था.
Oh my god, can you please do it again? बहुत मजा लगा. That was like so sudden. I was not expecting that.
एक करके देखा. बहुत समय से प्रैक्टिस नहीं किया.
हाँ.
धित तांगिड़तक तरिकिड़तक धुमकत तांगिड़तक तरिकिड़तक धित तांगिड़तक तरिकिड़तक तलांक धुमकत तलांक धुम धित तांगिड़तक तरिकिड़तक धुमकत तांगिड़तक तरिकिड़तक धित तांगिड़तक तरिकिड़तक तलांक धुम धित तांगिड़तक तरिकिड़तक तलांक धुम धित तांगिड़तक तरिकिड़तक तलांक धुमकत ताम तलांक धुमकत ताम तलांक धुमकत ताम. उसको ऐसे रिजॉल्व करना है. ऐसे बहुत सारे रिदमिक फ्रेजेस सिखाए थे उसमें.
Wow. The first time हम ऐसा देख रहे तकर. I've seen you in so many places. I've heard you in so many places. Usually I always know like whenever I hear your name, na, it's jazz, blue, indie. ऐसा बहुत आता है. This was very unexpected.
तो I mean ये हम भी बहुत समय से प्रैक्टिस नहीं किया है. And this honestly in all like utmost respect to this style of music which is Carnatic music, इसमें मतलब वही गुरु शिष्य परंपरा टाइप का आता है. And you have to do रियाज for years and years. Every day you should practice. हम तो बहुत टाइम से थोड़ा गैप हो गया मेरा. But very important in like helping me understand rhythm at a very microscopic level. तो वो सब चीज़ को मतलब शायद कर्नाटिक नहीं करने से, सिर्फ वेस्टर्न करने से उसको एक्सप्लोर नहीं कर पाना था. एंड ऑब्वियसली वो जो कर्नाटिक म्यूजिक में जो रिदमिक क्लैरिटी जो माइक्रोस्कोपिक लेवल पे मिला, उस चीज़ को आप वेस्टर्न में या वेस्टर्न से वहाँ पे लाके आप यू कैन क्रिएट लाइक एन अमेलगमेशन ऑफ द टू. तो रिदम एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ रहा मेरे लिए. तो रिदम होने से क्या हुआ है कि नाउ इफ़ आई प्ले इन अ ग्रुप सेटिंग I can appreciate कि चलो drummer is playing a simple groove tak उस वाला groove में simple 1 2 3 counting में आप कितना सारा चीज़ कर सकते हैं. You can do so many things. You don't have to play every time on 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. आप बहुत सारे variations कर सकते हैं. तो वो सब चीज़ ये कर्नाटिक म्यूजिक से हमको थोड़ा सीखने को मिला उसमें.
Okay.
तो rhythm and harmony. These
Rhythm
two.
and harmony.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the way it came out of your mouth. I'm still like surprised. I'm still thinking about it.
हम भी सरप्राइज हो गए. ये याद था उनके थोड़ा.
So, Takar, can you recall कि the first time you've ever earned money out of music?
I think this is ये क्लास 12th में था उस समय. एंड उस समय मेरा एक हैवी मेटल बैंड था गिलोटीन का नाम से. तो हम लोग मतलब फर्स्ट टाइम हम लोग जितना भी शोज़ किया था यूजुअली मतलब कॉलेज फेस्टिवल या ऐसे गिग्स बजाए जिसमें मतलब विच वर मोर लाइक मतलब फ्री गिग्स. You get like complimentary one juice or some beverage or some
juice. Really?
Yeah. We are still school kids. Officially juice. And some snacks or something like that. But this one show we played at Miranda House College, and they asked us to do like perform for one of their functions. Strange. I mean, why Miranda House, all girls college would want a heavy metal band to come and play? तो थोड़ा अजीब था, but still I think we made like what 5,000 6,000 rupees. It was a big deal because we were like, oh okay, there is money also. This has never happened. So वो experience था. And then obviously other thing was with the same band हम लोग Hornbill festival में गया था, and there we came runners up. This is 2000
Hornbill in Nagaland.
तो हम लोग बैंड ये हैवी मेटल बैंड हम लोग इतना साल मतलब 3-4 साल प्ले करके थोड़ा कॉलेज इवेंट्स में कंपटीशन में जितना पैसा एक्यूमुलेट किया था, वी एक्यूमुलेटेड अ गुड 1.5 to 2 लाख रुपीस बहुत मेहनत करके. 5-6 लोग था. एंड देन इवेंचुअली ऐसे हुआ था कि हॉर्नबिल के लिए भी इन्विटेशन आया. डू यू स्पेंड दैट मनी, टेक दैट रिस्क, गो देयर, विन समथिंग, कम बैक, और गो देयर, लूज ऑल योर मनी, कम बैक जीरो. तो ये बहुत बड़ा एक गैम्बल था. तो किसी तरह वी टुक दैट रिस्क, वी स्पेंट ऑल आवर सेविंग्स एंड वी केम बैक विनिंग 3.5 लाख रुपीस.
Wow.
3.5 lakhs is a huge sum of money, especially if, and even now, like you know, and कॉलेज में था हम लोग, सेकेंड ईयर में था. सो आई गॉट माई फर्स्ट टैटू डन फ्रॉम द मनी. आई गॉट एन अकूस्टिक गिटार फॉर माई सेल्फ, अ न्यू वन, and I gave some money obviously to my mom and to my father.
What tattoo was it?
Definitely not a girl, not a dragon, not a butterfly.
Don't tell me it's wings.
Not that either. But it's just it's basically like a soul. कैसे बताएगा? It's very abstract basically. It's like a guitar kind of thing, very arty looking guitar with a soul emerging out of it, you know. So my connection to the music with my soul through the guitar basically.
Is it somewhere nearby your heart? It's like soul or back?
In my on my
spine.
Back. Yeah. Okay, so it's not too like prominent, not too audible.
Okay.
Like look at me, I have a tattoo.
Do you have more tattoos, or that's
the only one so far? Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Takar, like you're a singer, you're a songwriter, you're very good guitarist. You've been nominated in so many top five the indies by like top five guitarists by indies, and then you performed not just in India but even abroad. So like out of these three, like which is like what do you feel I'm the strongest in, like as in a songwriter, as in a vocalist, or as in a guitarist? Which is the strongest you feel?
I would definitely say guitar.
Okay.
Because that is my first connection to music, you know. And then secondly would be songwriting.
Okay.
Third would be arranging maybe, and then fourth would be singing. I mean, this is how I rate it. I don't know what others might think, but my first connection to music has always been through the guitars, and that is always going to hold a special place.
Okay. I personally don't know the cost of instruments, the hardware that goes along with building a studio. Like, can you give us an example, a certain equipment costing this much? Like highest कौन सा क्या होता होगा? Like that comes to your mind. Range is इतना से इतना, इसका इतना ज़्यादा ही होता है ऐसा कुछ?
Just very basic, I would say. Like simple mic हम लोग जो use करते हैं, a microphone. एक microphone basic cost अगर आप बहुत ही सस्ता लेगा तो 1000-2000 में तो मिल ही जाएगा, but quality नहीं होगा. But if you want a fairly decent quality, maybe 10,000, 12,000. But if you're going for something even more higher, it can go to maybe 50,000. It can go up to 5 lakhs.
It's a mic.
Just a mic.
It's a mic.
5 lakhs, say 7-8 lakhs, 10 lakhs तक भी जाता है mic.
Oh my god, people can buy like decent cars, like chota wala.
So that is again, if you are somebody who's a hoarder, जो सामान लेगा बस hoard करते रखेगा stock
okay.
There is no end to it, because I'll tell you. अभी जैसे if I see my equipment.
Okay.
When I started, I had just to like मैंने जब start किया था मेरे पास सिर्फ मतलब मेरे पास monitors भी नहीं था स्टूडियो का, तो वो भी हम second hand बॉम्बे से किसी से लिया था, कोई second hand बेच रहा था, and he was selling it for I think 15,000 or something. So I bought it, and like brand new was costing around 30-35. So I said कि 30-35 तो I can't pay right now. So I bought that second hand वाला laptop. somehow मेरे पास laptop एक था, उस समय नया ही लिया था, and laptop था वो था, and I had a small MIDI keyboard which was for 6-7,000, and एक sound card मेरे पास था छोटा वाला which was for another 10-12,000. उसी में पूरा काम किया, and then after 2 or 3 years of working, and luckily I found like enough number of clients who would come and record their music, arrange music at my studio, and would want my arrangement services, because I also arrange music for other artists. तो वो सब करके I was able to buy new monitors for my studio. That is after 3 or 4 years of working, and then upgrade my mics also. So another, you could say, a good 3 to 4 lakhs worth of investment. I had to change my sound card also to adjust to the requirements.
Okay.
And then obviously, as I was doing these changes, it was also helping me record better demos for myself also.
Okay.
तो हम कुछ demos record करेगा या कुछ अपना गाना वगैरह record करेगा, तो I was starting to understand the significance of having certain quality equipment, right?
Okay.
मतलब, and then there came a point where I was like कि नहीं यार हमको और चाहिए, like और चाहिए, because there's no end to it. You can always complain I don't have the gears to sound like that. Of course, मतलब अगर आप अच्छा एक high end studio में जाएगा and it has like all the high end equipment worth crores of rupees, it will sound great, of course, no doubt. But you also have to make sure that you are at a level कि आप अच्छा बजा रहे हो उतना.
True.
Because if you're going to give a shit performance at a studio, it is going to sound like shit. No amount of investment in terms of hardware is going to change that. आप auto tune कर लो, कितना auto tune कर लेगा? No. I'm anyway totally against auto tune. So I feel there is no end to the range of equipment you can have. You can always, it's like an addiction basically.
Okay.
आप जितना लेगा आपको और चाहिए. What do you want?
Are you addicted?
No, I not so much at this point, but बीच में एक बार ऐसे फेज आया था कि हमको ये माइक चाहिए, हमको ये भी चाहिए, वो भी चाहिए. Then I realized कि अभी तो नहीं हो पाएगा, and it will probably come at its own sweet time, you know. And if I really need one particular thing, it doesn't mean अभी I was also telling somebody that अगर let's say if you bought a mic worth 3 lakh rupees, it's by U87. That's a very worldwide like popular mic. It's an amazing mic, no doubt, but it's not the mic that would suit every vocalist.
Wait, how
every vocalist has their own texture, right?
Okay.
So some mics are good at bringing out your more brighter sounding, treble sounding.
Okay.
Trebly sounds much better. कुछ लोग अच्छा से balance करते हैं, कुछ लोग और ज़्यादा heighten कर देते हैं.
Okay.
So you can hear a lot of and all of that in the recordings also. Some mics are good, like if let's say if it's a very like Michael Jackson, so Michael Jackson recorded his albums using a dynamic mic called SM7B. Usually वो mic को हम लोग voice over में use करता है.
Okay.
But that is the mic that suited his voice.
Okay.
Because he's somebody who has a very powerful throat when he sings.
Okay.
So he doesn't need a very delicate mic. He needs something that is not so sensitive, but probably something where he could scream, but still the sound is not like फट के आ रहा है.
Okay.
So
okay.
every singer or every artist will have a different mic preference that way. वो तो हम लोग मतलब over time अगर explore करने का scope है तो I would suggest that to every other artist कि आप explore कीजिए. ज़रूरी नहीं कि a 5 lakh mic is going to sound good on you also. You never know. A 5,000 rupees mic SM or 7,000 SM58 जो हम लोग live में use करता है with the silver capping and black this thing hold. That mic is such a good mic. It might be the mic for you. You don't need any other mic to record. It might be the only mic that brings out your truest vocal or tonal quality of your voice that you are able to hear and understand कि हाँ ये mic मेरा sound को निकाल पा रहा है जो दूसरा mic नहीं दे पा रहा है.
Okay.
So that variation is also there.
Oh my God, so much technicalities.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't know about these.
We
things.
went off tangent, but I think since we got into this topic, so I just thought it's important that I mention that.
True.
And to all the viewers who are also watching this.
Honestly speaking, although I didn't got much of the technicalities, but this much I got ki its price might go to 5 lakhs. So no wonder when mic drop wala jo meme bhejta na, like everyone is silent. So expensive.
Exactly. Just imagine.
Yeah, 5 lakhs. I could like buy a car.
You could buy a car. You could build a home. You could start something.
You can definitely start something.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
So you were a teacher as well.
Yeah.
कहाँ पे like you taught?
I was teaching at primarily music schools. ऐसे school मतलब normal schools में नहीं किया है.
Okay.
Music school earlier I was teaching at Bridge Music School in Delhi. And Bridge Music School के बाद I was teaching at One World College of Music. And then 1 year I taught at like a social help group called Music Basti, teaching all the underprivileged children.
Okay.
Going to the slum area and teaching. So 1 year के लिए वो भी किया. And then I was teaching at Global Music Institute. Some of the preliminary courses I was teaching there. So my primary instrument was guitar again. So mostly guitar ही teach किया.
Okay. What about vocals?
Vocals I didn't teach because singing, of course it was there, but I really got into singing much later actually.
Okay.
So I didn't want to like teach something anybody something wrong or whatever, or I didn't feel very comfortable teaching vocals or anything like that. So I didn't really teach any vocals to anybody. I just probably gave some warm-up exercises to fellow guitar players who also wanted to sing just like me.
Okay. Yeah. Can you teach me one?
What, vocals?
Yeah.
So if somebody says just sing something, right? So again it's like if you're going to run, you probably have to do some warm up, right? आपको warm up करना है. बिना warm up का बाद तो you're going to enjoy yourself. So one exercise we do is called lip rolls. It goes like.
Okay.
So it's good for like warming up this part of your mouth. And also if you yawn अच्छा से एक बार yawn करेगा तो आपका पूरा ये पूरा portion jaw line पूरा एकदम open up हो जाएगा. That's also very quickest warm up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like if you are not a singer and if you want to sing, you do
just go just ride a scooty.
Okay, yeah.
As simple as that.
And then the other thing is yawn.
Just yawn. Very, very simple,
Okay.
Just give it 2 minutes, you're ready.
Okay.
एक और चीज़ कर सकते हैं, but it's going to give you a little bit of a dizzy headache वाला feeling, which is like your tongue is like आपका दोनों आप दांत से आप मुंह को पूरा बंद करने के बाद tongue is somewhere in the just almost touching it, and you go center.
Okay.
And you go, you're trying really hard to let the air out. It's almost like
from your mouth or from your nose?
माउथ आपको दांत दोनों बंद करना पड़ेगा. And when you're doing it, just breathe out the air from the bottom of your belly basically.
Okay.
Because
okay.
that's usually लोग बोलते हैं कि आपको चेस्ट से गाना है, गला से गाना है. वहाँ से नहीं है.
Okay.
आपका जितना air control it's through the tummy.
Okay. Okay.
So when you breathe in, just be like conscious about the fact कि आपका ये थोड़ा सा swell होगा. उसके बाद when you breathe out, that has to shrink.
God. I'm not able to do it at all.
It's really the right.
It's not coming out.
आप अगर अच्छा से, yeah, I mean I understand because you're trying it for the first time, but this is also a very effective exercise.
Okay, okay.
And if you know the right techniques, you sing for 10 hours, 15 hours, you're not going to get tired.
Okay.
Because most of the times people are using the wrong technique. That's why 2 गाना 3 गाना में flat हो जाता है. Like first they can't sing. It's really about using the right technique. That's all.
Okay, okay. ये बहुत hard लग रहा है. This one. I'd rather do this.
Yeah, that's
and yawn.
That's still easy. Yawning is still easy to do. Yeah. Everybody can yawn.
Yeah, everybody can yawn. We yawn every day. Also.
Yeah, after a long tiring day, just keep yawning. Anyway, yeah.
So Takar, I'll ask you this or that. It's an interactive session. छोटा सा है.
Okay.
You just have to choose between the two.
I don't like this.
Anyway, it's a very कुछ नहीं है वो. Dogs or cat?
Dogs.
Okay. Oh my God. इतना जल्दी बोला था. बहुत घर में कुत्ता है क्या? Do you have dogs?
Yeah, I do. अभी इतना नहीं है. पहले I had some. मेरे पास था. अभी like because I'm not able to give time, I've given it to my cousins to look after the dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Comedy or drama?
Comedy.
Okay. Pizza or sushi?
Pizza.
Summer or winter?
Winter.
Okay. Marbles or DC?
Wow. Marbles. Okay. Shit. Anyway.
Oh my God, इतना सोचना पड़ा. अभी तो बहुत दिल का कुछ किसी के साथ DC का ये तो बहुत अच्छा है मेरा. मार्बल का ये मेरा बहुत फेवरेट है.
Yeah, I was getting a little confused and hazy. चलो next क्या है अभी?
No, please choose one.
Marbles ही कर लीजिए अभी.
Okay.
Yeah.
तो like पलरा marbles में थोड़ा भारी है.
Yeah, for now.
Jazz or blue?
Jazz.
Okay. ठीक है. Regarding this, I wanted to ask you. Jazz and blue को ना a lot of people confuse. Because of there are similarities but अलग भी है. तो उसको how do you like distinguish to a lot of other people? क्योंकि बहुत लोगों को पता नहीं होता.
So अगर मतलब बहुत ही elementary level में अगर बोलेगा, both blues and jazz, they are actually the music of the black people.
Okay.
The people who are oppressed and जो लोग को मतलब as forcefully labor work के लिए US में ले गया था. And Africans who were forced to, like, who were enslaved, no? So for them, blues music was their folk music, basically.
Okay.
And it was their only form of channeling their frustration and whatever they were feeling. That's why when you say blue ka meaning dukhi, sad. So the connotation of that color, जब आप blue को use करेगा शब्द को, उसका वही meaning है आपका. Like it means sadness, depression, something like that, or something that's bothering you. That's it. So if I say I'm feeling kind of blue. Which means I'm feeling low. You know?
Under the weather. Yes.
Yeah, under the weather, feeling low, or something's troubling you. It's not great, and it's really bothering you, and you're feeling really down. So blues music was for them to channel their all their frustration and all whatever the oppression they were facing. And of course उसमें blues में भी एक सबसे कॉमन फॉर्म बोलते हैं 12 bar blues बोलते हैं हम लोग उसको. The music, all of the blues songs, most of them, or music which is inspired by blues music form, it's mostly based on 12 bar form. Either 12 bar or 8 bar or 16 bar blues form. ये सबसे कॉमन है. And then obviously when you say jazz music क्या है? Jazz music is basically African rhythm fused with वेस्टर्न क्लासिकल म्यूजिक. तो उसमें आप कॉर्ड्स और फैंसी कॉर्ड्स आप लेके आ गया वेस्टर्न क्लासिकल म्यूजिक से. जो आपका कंपोजर बाक, डेब्यूसी, ये लोग पूरा कंपोजर लोग जो शोपैन, वो लोग जो कंपोज किया था उस सब चीज़ का आपका कॉर्ड प्रोग्रेशन, मेलोडिक आइडियाज़, वो सब को जैज़ अफ्रीकन रिदम में मिला के उसको जैज़ में बनाया है.
Okay.
सो व्हाट हैपेंड वाज उस समय स्विंग म्यूजिक बहुत चलता था. स्विंग से पहले आता है रैग टाइम, टंग चक टंग चक जंग चक जंग चक जंग चक. तो रैग टाइम म्यूजिक वाज वेरी पॉपुलर एट दैट टाइम. एंड देन केम स्विंग म्यूजिक व्हिच वाज द मोस्ट accessible music at that time. This is 1930s 40s. Swing music मतलब things like, you know, what a wonderful world and all those songs जितना है आपका, वो सब
Love that song.
उस समय का है, from that era. And then what happened was कि blacks का music जो मतलब इतना high level हो गया था कि white people started imitating that music. Now when white people started imitating that music, तो लोग क्या करते हैं कि blacks लोग को कुछ bars और pubs में मतलब entry नहीं allow किया.
Okay.
Because blacks were doing much better. Like obviously they have all the soul and इतना दर्द है, वो music बहुत सुंदर से blacks लोग कर पाते हैं. Simple as that. Even till date, if you listen to a black artist and white artist, you'll instantly tell the difference. पता चलता है वो दर्द जो है ना music में. And there's depth and there's you know, so much to it, of course, and you can't put it into words also. And unless you have experienced something या genetically आपको पास हुआ है, वो नहीं होने वाला, चाहे जो भी करो. So they are like inherently like they're very like talented, you know, people. So ऐसे होने के बाद they came up with this form of music called what they did, they were playing जैसे swing music, जैसे बजाया Wonderful World and all of that, very simple, easy to play, nice tempos. Then they started playing the same thing super fast.
Okay.
And they had a term for it called bebop, which is like a nonsensical term, कुछ meaning नहीं है word का, but that was like a code word between the black musicians.
Okay.
Let's play some bebop, like, you know. So ये सारा saxophone player and trumpet player, they used to play all of this super fast. So obviously became too difficult for white people to catch up to that level. And they would have these exclusive jam sessions, exclusive performances where black musicians will come and they will rip it off. They'll play so fast, flying, blazing speed, and obviously like really good stuff. Like, you know, even till this date, even I'm learning some of the stuff they have done, like 1940s, 50s में जो किया, अभी भी हम सुन के निकाल रहे हैं उसको. Whites are still learning that. Black people have moved somewhere else. So anyway, point being that कि blues music भी black से आया, jazz music ब्लैक से है, बट उसमें वेस्टर्न क्लासिकल एलिमेंट यूरोप से जो आया है उससे फ्यूज होके आया है उसमें. तो ब्लूज में सबसे कॉमन फॉर्म होता है 12 बार ब्लूज या 8 बार ब्लूज या 16 बार ब्लूज. जैज़ में आपका 12 बार ब्लूज भी है, लेकिन जैज़ का अपना एक वेरिएशन होगा, वो थोड़ा सा कॉर्ड प्रोग्रेशन थोड़ा और सोफिस्टिकेटेड है. मतलब जहाँ में आप नॉर्मल ब्लूज में आप 3 कॉर्ड बजा रहा था, जैज़ ब्लूज में लगभग यू विल प्रॉब्ली बी प्लेइंग लाइक अ गुड 9 to 10 कॉर्ड्स. मोर कॉर्ड्स, more challenges to play. तो एक another level of आपको knowledge होना पड़ेगा, awareness, एक sophistication होना पड़ेगा to be able to play that style. I wish I could exemplify on the instrument, but अभी since instrument नहीं है, तो this is what I can like tell you guys like थोड़ा in as simple terms as possible. But you know, over time I would say jazz music, वो अभी आपको जो बताया western classical music and African rhythm, that was American jazz. Then jazz music bloomed into something more like world music, you know. South America में भी spread हुआ है. तो what they did, they took the same jazz music का progressions and they fused it with their songs, with their melodies. That became bossa nova. Rhythm change हुआ है. Anyway, so bossa nova हुआ है आपका, Cuban music आया है. And then it spread to Israel, then it came to India also. Now you're hearing a lot of these music. Even when I'm writing song with my friend David Angu, we are like intrinsically, अगर सोचने से हम लोग रॉक म्यूजिक सुन के मतलब बड़ा हुआ है, बट जैज म्यूजिक जैसे हम सीखा है या तेजी तो को भी सीखा है या निशामपुल भी सीखा है, हम लोग वो जो जैज़ में हम लोग सीखा है उसको बॉसा नोवा में भी हम लोग जो वर्ल्ड म्यूजिक वाला वर्जन को भी सीखा है, उस चीज़ को हम लोग लेके अभी ट्राइबल फोक फ्यूजन में भी हम लोग उसी को ट्राई कर रहे हैं. बेसिकली दिस इज व्हाट वी आर डूइंग. वी आर नॉट गोइंग फॉर अ वेरी टिपिकल रॉक साउंड और एनीथिंग लाइक दैट. रॉक वाला ट्यून्स भी है, बट वी आर ऑल्सो गोइंग फॉर समथिंग मोर वर्ल्ड म्यूजिक लाइक, अ लिटिल बिट मोर एक्सोटिक आई वुड से. आप बहुत सारा आपको जैसे गाना सुनेगा तो वेरिएशन आपको शायद सुनने को मिलेगा. इट्स ऑल इंस्पायर्ड फ्रॉम दैट बेसिकली.
You picked jazz over blue, right?
Yeah, I said that.
So,
yeah.
like, can you sing one jazz song that is very close to your heart?
Okay, I'll sing this jazz tune called Misty.
Okay.
Look at me, I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. Or it might be the sound of your hello, that music I hear. I get misty just holding your hand. This is one part of it.
Okay.
And let's see if I can sing. Which song can I do? This is called It Could Happen to You. Hide your heart from sight, lock your dreams at night. It could happen to you. All I did was wonder how your arms would be, and it happened to me. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Takar, बहुत different, huh? Like, sorry to take you back in the days, लेकिन guitarist लोग को, like vocalist को ना, when they perform, like girls they go crazy, they go gaga over like band, like ना especially like ना people in synth. ऐसे तो I'm sure you had a like huge fan following. कहीं ना कहीं DU में तो होगा ही, definitely college days पे ना. How many girlfriends did you had back in the days?
None. I only had boyfriends.
Oh, what?
Just kidding.
No, I mean whatever. Like you can if you want to.
I dated somebody for a long time, at least till end of school, and I didn't really see anybody like seriously in college.
Okay.
Because I was too focused doing my things,
Okay.
playing music, meeting people, having fun, and not thinking about life so much. And then of course, I committed to one person right after that.
Okay. So like your wife.
I wasn't really into like partying like crazy or anything like that.
Okay. So you have a family now, like
Yeah.
you have a daughter,
Yes.
and then your wife. Where did you meet your wife for the first time?
So I was at a jazz gig,
Okay, and that was in
2014.
here in
No, it was a part of Jaipur Literature Festival.
Okay.
So I was invited to play with a group. We were asked to present a set of instrumental songs,
Okay.
more like background music for people. We got so many gigs like that. Anyway, so it was fun. So it was an afternoon time, and I was wearing my traditional Nyishi muffler, the pomo variation of that, the black and white and black. And I'm sure you all know.
Stripes one.
Stripe wala, हाँ. तो वो करके we played our set, then we took a break, and then suddenly she with another friend of hers was more like she would approach people and talk, and my now wife she wasn't the type who'd like just go and talk to people, right? And so her friend came and she's like, hey, that looks like somebody from Arunachal, maybe we should go and talk to him and see where he's from. And so her friend came and she spoke to me, and she asked me about the muffler, and she's like, are you from Arunachal? Like, yeah, I'm Arunachali. Like, Nyishi. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's how we connected first. And my now wife, she didn't talk to me that much also. She was in a different zone at the time, but later on we connected through other social form, and I reached out to her.
Okay.
And
so
I reached out to her.
She had that impact on you that you reached out to her.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, oh, okay. Fine looking lady.
Okay.
I was curious, and I don't know, like.
What was it that made you curious about her? Be honest.
See, we men are visual people. Number one. And of course I saw her and I remembered, okay, there was this fine looking lady, and I was like, okay, I need to try and talk to her once at least and see.
Even the lizard was tick 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 tick
tick.
Sahi bol raha hai London.
Straight from the heart, man. So yeah. So I went ahead with my gut feeling and I reached out to her.
Okay.
Yeah. The most cliche way, Facebook. At that time.
So you guys just hit it off with the Facebook, or like did it took time?
It took time.
Okay.
Because I came from a serious relationship. So did she. Sorry. And we took our sweet time, at least a good 6-7 months a year to really call it something,
Okay.
And the good thing is that our relation, even till date, the sole foundation जो हम लोग का relationship है, it's not based on romance or like girlfriend boyfriend. It's based on friendship.
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
So we used to hang around. We'll drink beer. She used to love beer. I love beer. I still love beer.
Okay.
She still loves beer too, but she will not drink so much beer with me as much as I do right now. But yeah, so that was our main point of contact, I would say. Our obsession of a good beer and decent food. I'm a big foodie. She not so much. She's particular about the food. And some music choices.
Okay.
And the fact that I read few books, she read way more, of course. And I wrote a bit, so she liked all of that. So we hit off in a lot of ways.
Okay.
And like I said, we took our good at least a year's time to really know each other and adjust and to call it something, you know.
Sounds like Rahul, Tina, Anjali, like प्यार दोस्ती है.
प्यार दोस्ती. I remember that line, yeah.
So yeah, you were the Rahul.
The Rahul. Hey.
सही है. And then you were there in Delhi for such a long time, like you know, as an artist. When you got back यहाँ पे, did it took time for you to adjust to the make friends, like artist friends, be a part of the artist community?
Yes.
कैसा था that adjusting, creating?
Yeah, it took a lot of time, yeah, honestly, and I was very frustrated, depressed also at some point, because Delhi में एक circuit था which was always pushing you to like practice, reach for, like go meet at jam sessions or go play shows together and grow as a community together as artists, you know, or as songwriters, because I knew a lot of good songwriters, really good, amazing singers and amazing musicians, like, you know, good, amazing guitar players from across the world, amazing piano players, amazing drummers, amazing bass players. So the level was there, and we were growing, you know, up to a certain point as like a collective, you know, unofficially. And वो चीज़ जो हमको यहाँ पे ऐसे नहीं हुआ, because you constantly need somebody or like a community of people to come and jam with you, play with you, or you engage with those people and let things happen. हम लोग आदमी लोग थोड़ा मतलब इंट्रिंसिकली थोड़ा शर्म भी करते हैं, इतना अपफ्रंट नहीं है, and I understand that. थोड़ा कल्चरल डिफरेंस था. अदरवाइज अच्छा म्यूजिशियंस भी यहाँ पे बहुत है. जस्ट दैट टेस्ट ऑफ म्यूजिक इज़ वेरी डिफरेंट, यू नो. यहाँ पे जैसे आदमी को बहुत बॉलीवुड पसंद है, यू नो. हम सुना है बॉलीवुड, बट नॉट समथिंग दैट वुड बी माई कप ऑफ टी, बिकॉज मेरा म्यूज़िक में मोस्टली जो कनेक्शन रहा है मोस्टली वेस्टर्न म्यूज़िक से, वेस्टर्न म्यूज़िक सोसाइटी से स्टार्ट हुआ था. तो इसलिए दैट वुड बी माई फर्स्ट स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट एंड ऑलवेज समथिंग क्लोजेस्ट टू माई हार्ट. एंड उसके बाद नॉट सेइंग कि वो खराब है या ये खराब है. एवरी फॉर्म ऑफ म्यूजिक हैज इट्स ओन ब्यूटी. इट्स जस्ट डिफरेंट टेस्ट. यू लाइक कॉफ़ी, आई लाइक टी, और आई लाइक कॉफ़ी टी, व्हाटएवर, लाइक, यू नो. तो वो सब चीज़ करके स्टार्टिंग में एडजस्ट करने बहुत मुश्किल हुआ. लकीली मतलब नाउ since I get to play at least with David and all these people, मतलब कि I at least get to play with Teji, Nisham and all these people. They are like amazingly like solid musicians, because they also felt the same void when they came back from music school, because same level of artists नहीं है, या artists who are not playing that same kind of music and working towards it. Because even आप jazz अगर music सीखता है, it's not कि आज आप सीख लिया 3 महीना तो आप done है. It's a lifetime's worth of like process. अलग ही approach है. You have to practice dedicatedly.
Any upcoming music video, music song, like song, any upcoming song you're thinking about releasing?
कुछ songs तो है, मतलब ऐसे मतलब रिकॉर्ड करके रखा हुआ है.
Okay.
मिक्स भी हो गया कुछ songs, but
Okay.
I have until I come up with a plan to release them, where how to do it, and I'm waiting for the right time and right whatever, like right ideas to come in before I do that, basically. अभी एक recently release किया था which I dedicated to my wife on our 4th wedding anniversary. Okay. Called The Lucky One.
I think you're talking about yourself.
Yes, or she's the lucky one.
Oh my God! I feel like you're the lucky one.
I don't know.
Might be the other one around.
You hear it and आप सुन के you can tell me if you feel about it like that or the other way around.
Okay. What if I'm the lucky one?
What if you're the lucky one?
Oh my God! Yes, I'm the lucky one.
It's supposed to make you feel like that. That's the main goal behind writing this song.
I'll listen and like, I'm the treat of the season. I'm the lucky one.
Yeah, you might be. I will listen. Yeah.
In our last segment, Takar, I'd like to ask you, like, is there anything you want to say to our larger audience? Any message that you want to convey?
Do everything in moderation, and जो भी है मतलब आप लोग अगर आप शोज़ भी अगर अटेंड करते हैं, म्यूज़िक भी पसंद करते हैं, सपोर्ट द आर्टिस्ट. आप जो आर्टिस्ट को पसंद है, गो फॉर देयर शोज़, बाय देयर टिकट्स, बाय देयर मर्चेंडाइज, लिसन टू देयर म्यूज़िक, शेयर इट टू योर फ्रेंड्स, बिकॉज ऐसे ही करके कम्युनिटी बढ़ता है. 1 से 2, 2 से 3, 2 से 3 करके इट विल रीच थाउजेंड्स ऑफ पीपल. एंड आपका एक, इट डजेंट मीन कि एक है तो बहुत कम है, ऐसा नहीं होता. इट ग्रोज लाइक दैट. एंड जो भी मेरे जितने भी यंग फ्रेंड्स हैं, एंड मैं ये बोलना चाहूँगा यूथ्स को स्पेशली कि प्लीज़ आपका जो ये टाइम है, spend it on something valuable and something fruitful. Spend time learning a skill. ज़रूरी नहीं कि गिटार ही सीखना है, सिंगिंग ही करना है. It could be learning how to use a particular software on the computer or your phone. And मतलब आप सिर्फ रील्स में या उसमें आप सोशल मीडिया में आप टाइम वेस्ट मत कीजिए. टाइम को आप अच्छे से यूटिलाइज़ कीजिए, बिकॉज आप जो अभी स्किल पे आप टाइम इन्वेस्ट करेंगे, इट्स गोइंग टू पे यू बैक, इफ़ नॉट इमीजिएटली, मच लेटर इन द ईयर्स अहेड. तो प्लीज़ आपका ये, it's kind of like an incubation period, तो use your time judiciously, because once it's gone, वो वापस नहीं आएगा. And to all the viewers, Tyson Talkshow बहुत सारे episodes कर रहे हैं, and they're covering whole lot of people from wide range of areas, which is very 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 good, and it's not, let's say, music centric or anything like that. And I think we should encourage this more, and I guess जिसको भी लगता है, आप लोगों को अगर लगता है कि एक पर्टिकुलर सेगमेंट किसी को बेनिफिशियल होगा या इन्फॉर्मेटिव है, तो प्लीज़ शेयर कीजिए. एंड या थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग अगेन. या
Thank you so much for coming here on our show. And from the family of Tyson Talk Show, we wish you all the best with your new album, new song that you're mixing.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Eagerly waiting to hear that.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much for joining us today on this episode of the Tyson Talk Show. Tune in for new episodes next week, same time, same place, and do like and subscribe our channel at the Tyson Talk Show.